We hear about a fragrance so much you can't escape it. You go to YouTube, boom, 30,000 reviews popping up. Then you go to Instagram, and there it is again. And then TikTok, and you keep hearing the same thing over and over again. You need this for the summer. This is a panty dropper. This is a boxer dropper. This is the only fragrance you will ever need. Now they got you hooked. Your brain starts telling you, we need this. This might be the holy grail of all scents. So you run and you grab it, and your excitement is bursting through your nose, ears, mouth, and hands. So you finally get the bottle in your hand, you spray it, you smell it, and you're like thinking to yourself, this stinks. This smells like the devil's sweaty butt cheeks. Now you're let down and you're a little frustrated with the influencer that recommended it to you and told you that this was the one that you actually need. So in your head, you're like, I messed up. Well, today I'm going to give you my worst blind buys. But we're not just throwing them away just yet. We're going to go back to the back of the closet, to the back of the shelf to see if these are still trash scents or have they actually evolved into something that shouldn't be collected.
Welcome to the world of Mr. Couts. He is the ultimate fragrance guy. Get ready to experience true luxury. Remember to hit that subscribe button.
Now, before we get into the list, let me just say this. This isn't about trashing brands. This is about being honest, because every fragrance or scent isn't for everybody. Some stuff sounds amazing online. The bottles look great. The notes sound crazy. The reviewers make it seem like you are missing out. Then you finally get it on skin and it tells a completely different story. That's the danger of blind buying. Sometimes you find a hidden gem. Sometimes you find your signature scent. And then other times you find something that makes you question every review you've ever watched. So today we're going to go through these bottles one by one to see if they're still a do not wear or have they become something beautiful that I should actually incorporate into my rotation of fragrances. First up, we have Azzaro Wanted EDP. Now, I know a lot of you love this fragrance, so don't come for me in the comments. Just let me get through this, okay? I bought this based off the bottle, the name, Azzaro's reputation, because when you hear Azzaro Wanted EDP, you're thinking this is about to be something sweet, smooth, masculine, and easy to love. And I'm not gonna lie, the first initial spray, I was like, oh yeah, I love this. I can't wait to throw this on. Can't wait for people to actually smell me wearing this. And I thought I had found a good summer spring scent. But the second time I actually put this on, man, this thing became horrible. I don't know if I got a bad batch. I don't know if my nose changed. I don't know what happened, but I immediately felt like I had sprayed something that was inspired by vomit. It just did not smell good. I hate saying that because I really wanted to like this fragrance, but the second time wearing it completely ruined it for me. This had to be one of the worst letdowns of any fragrances I've ever purchased. Not because it's the worst smelling fragrance in the world, but because the first spray had set me up with excitement and it was smooth and I was ready to wear it. And it also actually had me thinking I had a good blind buy. But then it turned and it broke my heart. It was like meeting your person for the first time in real life with no filters. Everything looked good online. The hype was there, the angles was right. But once y'all got face to face, you realize you have been catfished by a bottle. So let's just see if this actually still smells bad, or did it change, or was I just having a bad day with scents? It actually smells pretty good. I think I may have sprayed out the vomit. It's still slightly there, but I think can move to the wear list now. Now, the second one we're going to go with is Vintage Couts. Now, this one I bought strictly off of the actual bottle. I seen it, no reviews, no nothing. I saw that bottle, I was like, this can be a great display piece at worst case scenario. So I bought it, ran and sprayed it, and immediately I knew I messed up.
What is that? It smells like a turd covered in burnt hair.
Because this smelled like nail polish remover, gasoline, and marshmallows all got together, had their little swing dang diggle, and they actually created a miracle baby. That miracle baby popped out to be Vintage Couts. Now, when I say this fragrance is unique, I promise you, nobody's walking around smelling like this. And depending on how you look at it, that could be a good thing or it could be a very bad thing. But because of the name, like Vintage Capsule, I thought I was about to get something smooth, classy, rich, and mysterious. And that was just a thought. Because in reality, this smelled nothing like a luxury mansion, smelled nothing like marble floors, wood, money, none of that. This didn't even smell like a capsule. This smelled like a hidden garage, a haunted garage with candy bowl in the corner. And I ain't doing that. And it's no disrespect to your unique fragrances, because I do love unique fragrances, but I didn't find this good. So let's see if this actually changed. Atomizer is excellent for this one. No, I don't even need to smell this. Yeah, that's nope. That is not good. That is gasoline in a bottle, people. So we're just gonna jump right from that on over to ILLYXR Oud Elixir. Now, I picked this little lovely bottle of gasoline skunk water up from Burton's, and I thought I was definitely getting a hidden gem, but I got exactly what I paid for $12.99. And I should have knew, because it was a whole lot of these sitting on the shelf, and that should have been my first red flag to leave it there. But no, I convinced myself that I was going to find this hidden gem, and it was going to be the end all be all, and I was going to have something that nobody else had, because nobody was picking it up. Well, I got exactly what I thought I was going to get. This cologne smelled like the devil squeezed all the worst life decisions into a bottle and put this on clearance. And that's where it was like I knew I messed up, because immediately I was like, what can I even wear this? And the only thing came to my head was Pepe Le Pew's wedding, because this isn't seductive, smooth. This isn't any of that. This is horrible, horrible in a bottle. They just took everything you could think of that was bad and threw it in a bottle. So if you ever see this and you think about blind buying this, never, ever, ever, ever blind buy this. You should try it out first before you buy it. And if you picked it up, I think you should apologize to the shelf for picking it up. But with that being said, let's see if this has changed any at all, or if it's still the same. Okay. I won't say that it doesn't smell like double skunk water. Let's just say that. It's actually a little smoother, and it's actually a little better. So maybe list. Just move to the maybe list. Next, we're going with French Avenue's Ghost Spectre. Now, when I bought this, I bought it initially thinking I was going to have a great winter fragrance. And I love the design. I loved it. And I was very excited. And so when I got it and I opened it, I thought I was going to open it to find my treasure. Like I'm finding it something that nobody had. But when I sprayed it initially, I was not sold. And I was like, maybe I just didn't understand it. Maybe the dry down gets better. Maybe my nose just wasn't ready. So I kept trying it. And I sprayed the fragrance for like 10 days straight, just on test strips throughout the day, trying to see if it was going to be something that was going to grow on me, but it never did. And, I felt like this is one of the relationships is bad, but you just keep trying to fix it and you're trying to make them work and trying to make it turn into something that it's not, but it just didn't. And it just felt like I had picked out something that just wasn't for me. I just could not get along with this. So let's see if this is atomizer on this is excellent. This one. Oh, it actually is good. It gives me the scent profile of like a creamy root beer float. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like this one now. This is going on the definite wear list. Wintertime, nighttime, date night. It's not seductive by any means, but it's definitely going on there. Now, let's switch over to Zamaya's Embratur Absol. Now, this is supposed to be a clone of Invictus Victory. I believe it's the black bottle, solid black or matte black with the gold V on there. but this is supposed to be a duplicate. Now, everybody was raving about this, reviews, everything, and they had me hooked. I seen the bottle, I seen the reviews. So I dove head first into this one. I did not even second guess it. I was like, I gotta have it, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. And again, excitement. I'm fully on board with this. Now, this scent does open great. It opens smooth, sweet, but then you get to this part where you get like this dusty smell, and it's a marshmallow smell. Like I can't figure it out, right? So it's like this marshmallow that fell behind the pantry in 1997 and got dust, and it was like, throw that in the bottle. So I don't know what to tell you, but this is just not one of my favorites in the past. So let's see if we can move this from the trash to I'm going to wear it. Let's see. It has like that fruitiness that opens up really well, and I do love that scent. It's just in that dry down. I still smell that stale, dusty marshmallow smell. I don't know what it is though. I do not like it. I don't know. Maybe I just need to let it sit for a little longer. Now, let's get into the unhonorable mention of Cal Cologne Thriller 3. Now, this one right here, I bought it based off of Cal Cologne. He has to have one of the stronger presence in the community of fragrance. So I initially bought it, and when I got it, I was like, I know I got a banger, but I sprayed this like 3 or 4 times in the car when I first picked it up, and I didn't smell anything. So I was like, Cal sold me a real bottle of imagination, because you got to use your imagination to come up with something like this to figure out what it is. So what I did do is I threw it to the back of the closet, back to the shelf, and I happened to be running late for a meetup one time. And at that meetup, I just happened to grab it and said, we're going to see what type of imagination these people got. But to my surprise, people wore this cologne. I mean, people love this cologne. I got plenty of compliments. Everybody was asking what I had on. So I take it back, Cal. Hat is off to you, sir. I give it to you. You got it. You do have a winner here. Now, I'm still going to be honest. It's not going to be something I'm going to grab for every single time, but it is one of the ones that I actually would consider wearing if I'm going. So now, moving along, this is my list of worst blind flies. Now, all of these aren't still on that list. This is definitely moved off of the list, which is Azzaro Wanted, and then French Avenue. I recommend this one because it really smells good. Yeah, I still don't recommend this, even though it does smell a little bit better. I don't recommend this at all to you. If you want a good display piece, pick this up. I'm not going to recommend it. And if you like a more stronger scent, I would say pick this up. Otherwise, I'm not recommending anything but French Avenue right now. In the comments, what's the worst fragrance you ever blind bought? Not one you didn't like, but the one that made you think, like, I should have threw this bottle in the trash. And let me know in the comments about that. And if you like new fragrance reviews, clone comparisons, reviews that help you save money, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm Mr. Couts, the fragrance guy, helping you smell good without wasting your money. Stay healthy and stay blessed. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.